Rare steak is not good. Like, if you're insecure, just say that. You're such a pick-me. Like, I don't know what the problem is. Writing hate comments are a waste of time. Really? And they only have Pepsi and Coke as drinks. Hey guys, today we're going to be doing our unpopular opinions. So let's get started. 1, 2, 3. We have like 4 categories, I guess. So first category, social media is fun, but like most people will definitely be happier / like healthier without it. I would definitely say I would be really happier and healthier without social media. But it is very addicting and it really messes up your sleep schedule. And lots of people like just stay on it for like a really long time. It's fun, but it's definitely some social medias that I started to use. Sometimes I wish like I never went on it at all. I don't have Facebook, I don't have Twitter. I think you have Twitter. No, I don't. The next one is young teenage girls can't do something without being called to pick me. Girl can literally eat in front of like a camera and like all the comments will say, "You're a pick me." Like, what is the problem? From my understanding, a pick-me girl is someone who is loud and annoying and like is always wanting attention. So for someone to be like eating or to like go to the beach with their friends and like show it on TikTok is not a pick-me. You're such a pick-me. Like, I don't know what the problem is. Like, young teenage girls cannot like post anything without being called that. So the next one is that TikTokers should not be making music. I will say there are some specific TikTokers that I think are really good at music. It's just kind of like the like really like no, because are you sure?
First of all, no shade to nobody.
Some of these are actually really nice people. I remember just watching like the Obsessed like song for I never watched it. I was just like, really? Like, are you really singing because you want to, or is it just because now that you have TikTok, you know your song's gonna be popular? At this point, like, you can literally buy your music like career. And like it's the fact that like we're not saying they're bad singers. There are just people who are better. It's just like kind of like if a dancer decides to act and then decides to sing and then decides to just like tries to do everything. But I think they should be like sticking to TikTok. Oh, this one I really am very annoyed about. Writing hate comments are a waste of time. Literally, I could be watching some type of random video, whatnot. You like use your imagination. You could say, "Oh, I really like the color of her hair," and like maybe it gets like 1,000 likes. Somebody in the comments will find something to fight about. Every single reply has somebody yelling at each other for something. Like, what random 12-year-old who's really unhappy with their life is sitting in their room in the dark just going saying "I hate you" to everyone? Like, can we add to the fact that you're literally giving the person you don't like what are you gonna earn from them knowing that you don't like their hair? They're not gonna go change their hair for a random stranger. There's also the fact that people always be writing hate comments, but you know, if like you were to meet the person face to face, you can't even stutter the same thing out of their mouth. You really be having pride. Yeah. Okay, so that's it for social media. Vanilla ice cream is not good. It's good in ice cream sandwiches. I definitely would never go and choose that as my preferred flavor. Sweet and just plain. Like, I can understand that people think it's good. I just don't think it's good. Always go with chocolate. Or coffee. Oh, coffee. I have lots of flavors I don't like, but vanilla, Rare steak is not good. Why would you want your steak to be like somewhat raw in the middle? Mine's cooked all the way through. I think it's because of the way that like we grew up, but it always was in our house. But like, comment down below. Do you like rare steak? McDonald's used to be good. Really. They had good food. The food was not bad at all. Lots of people liked it. It was popular. But something changed. They did something wrong to their food. I don't know. Maybe just downgraded their. What happened to their fries? They used to be so good. I think some people still like it, but a lot of people I know don't like McDonald's anymore. Their Sprite. That's different. There's something about their Sprite. It's like tastes different than every other Sprite. She look at. She always gets the lemonade. I like those things. Yeah. The people at KFC are so rude. I don't like KFC. We both don't like KFC. When we go, there's never been a time where people are nice. They really are fighting us. We just drive in. Like, and then they're like yelling. They're like literally yelling at us. Like, for instance, like, I kid you not, it's not like even like a joke. It's just like, and they only have Pepsi and Coke as drinks. I'll ask for everything and they don't have anything but Coke and Pepsi. Like, who are you fighting with? What are you fighting with? Leave, if you're gonna pick KFC, leave the people there a tip. Like, yeah. Ice cream is literally eaten all year round. I feel like ice cream should not be like, I mean, I like the vibe of like the whole, it's a like summer treat and whatever, but like this year, like sherbet and like I ate the most ice cream during the winter. I was like, this is nice. Cookies don't have like a certain holiday, a certain like thing for it. You can eat them anytime. I feel like ice cream should be that way too, but I do like how it's kind of like the summer vibes for it. At the same time, yeah, so I just eat it all year round. I want to. I feel like school really damages like kids' mental health. That one, I will say, can't agree whatever, but I feel like it just depends on the person. It's just like, if it affects you, it affects you. If it doesn't affect you, it doesn't affect you. Seeing these people like on TikTok and they're like talking about like school and like how it affects their mental health. Like, I know there are some people with like anxiety and like teachers will randomly like call their name. The teachers don't understand. There's just like a bunch of things that school does that I feel like really ruins kids' mental health. Report cards don't show how smart you are. I feel like it shows how well you're doing. Yeah. Like, but not how smart you are. Parents just see how they're doing. One thing is that like, you can be smart but just not be good at tests. You can be smart but just not be good at turning in work. But it's just the way only like 1/4 of the school is like comfortable with like standardized tests and the school system. I don't like school group projects. I'd just rather work alone as long as like they're gonna do their work. It was like always that one person who would not be doing the work. Either you yourself or like you with a bunch of other people would be doing the work, and then they would be getting like
same grade, like for what?
I used to get like so annoyed. My teachers don't do that. They kind of do individually sometimes. You know how like lots of people would be like, oh, I hate school but I like to go to interact with my friends. I don't like that. Hey guys, we're back. Well, like I said, I like my friends and all, like I like to talk to them, but I just don't like the whole interacting idea of going to school. I feel like that's true, but then there's just that one person who just like makes everything better, but like they might not be in your class. This one is our last group or whatever. Kids should not be watching their weight. Okay, it's a different thing if you're literally like a kid who like actually have to like watch your weight for like various reasons. But a kid, like if you're a kid, you shouldn't be watching your weight because like you don't even know much. There's no reason to. Like I said, it's like a different thing if you literally have to do it. Maybe like you have like a blood problem or like diabetes, or like you just do it because like you were told to, or, like, but it's because of some reason. Yeah, but if it's just like you're a kid and you're just like you're checking the scale like every minute. Do you really think you're gonna look the same way you look now in the future? And even if you do, there's no problem with it. Society's like standards. Yes, it literally is. Society literally expects kids to watch their weight. No, I'm saying that like kids watch their weight because they want to look like society standards. People are always getting mad at pretty people just because they're insecure. I don't have anything to say about this one. Yeah, because like why are you yelling? I always see people like getting mad at people because they look good. Like if you're insecure, just say that.
I didn't hesitate because that shouldn't have been the question.
It's not their fault that they look good. Like,
Oh my goodness, you look so good.
and some people will be like, you're a pick me just because they're insecure. Just because something is legal doesn't make it morally right. But a lot of stuff that like people do isn't morally right, like, but it's legal. Isn't smoking like legal? It's kind of like a smaller example, but like it's legal. But isn't speeding legal? No, you get a ticket for that.
Really? Yeah. It's not like, if it's on your record, it's not too big, but you get a ticket for like the car. Doesn't mean like when you go to a job interview, like no, it doesn't.
So just saying sorry doesn't mean anything without seeing growth. Think about it. How many apology videos have we gotten from beauty gurus? And then how many apology videos have they continued to make after that? And we see no growth. Like, it's always the same thing. with like the cuts, the ads too. They always say sorry after they got caught.
Did I lie?
Yeah. Yeah, like for instance, if it's like from 2 years ago, you didn't say nothing about it.
Yeah.
Guys, that is it for today's video. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and like, and we're gonna put the shadow up right here. So yeah, this is kind of all that we have. So yeah, that's it, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!